Next door millionaires. Meet some of the area's wealthiest new neighbors in the late 19th century. By the last decade of the 19th century, millionaires found a new place to play, in Morristown, New Jersey. Just taking a look at the Morristown social directory provides a glimpse into the rapid descension of the wealthy to this part of Morris County. In 1896, the directory listed 76 millionaires, but only 6 years later, in 1902, it could now count 92 residents who could be considered millionaires. Taken together, Morristown's newest neighbors had a combined wealth of roughly $404 million, which is approximately $12.5 billion today. While some of their homes were razed over time, others in the surrounding areas of Morristown still stand, such as Florham, the Vanderbilt-Twombly estate in Madison. Known as Fairleigh Dickinson University today, it offers a peek at the area's role as the millionaire's capital in days gone by. Located on Madison Avenue on a 160-acre park, Florham was built in 1896 for Hamilton McCown Twombly. The mansion, which was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed Central Park, boasted 110 rooms and required a staff of over 100. Adjacent to the estate, Hamilton Twombly ran the 750-acre Florham Farm, which acted as the location of his training stables. Following her husband's death, Florence Vanderbilt-Twombly was famous for the lavish parties that she held at Florham. While Mrs. Twombly may have only spent 2 months each spring and fall there, she filled them with 5 formal house parties per season. Special trains brought 15 to 20 guests from New York City to a private railroad siding to enjoy a weekend on the grounds. While replete with beluga caviar and intricate desserts, the 9-course dinners were only the appetizer for the music and dancing that followed. Guests capped off revelries at midnight with a meal of lobster and champagne. Sunday evening's formal meal, which included a personal footman for each guest, completed the weekend's festivities. The tradition of lavish entertainment carried on to the next generation, and their daughter Ruth kept the good times rolling even through the Prohibition era of the 1920s and 30s. By 1924, she welcomed guests to a newly constructed playhouse on the property. The scene of extravagant bashes, playhouse parties sometimes lasted 3 days and can always be counted upon for drinks and dancing. While hosted during the depths of Prohibition, Miss Twombly's events exploited a legal loophole that allowed for the consumption of liquor purchased before ratification of the 18th Amendment. She had cleverly stockpiled alcohol in 1919, and thus she and her guests played on, with a legal drink in hand. The year after Ruth's death in 1954, Florham was sold at auction, bringing its festivities to a final close. However, if the tapestry-clad walls of the mansion or the wooden panels of the playhouse could talk, the stories of costume soirees would rival those of Gatsby himself. To learn more about Florham and meet more of Morris County's millionaires, visit our current exhibit, A Storied Past, History That Made Morris County.